Hi, this video is about successful learning through social interaction, which is which will be basically about group learning and how to implement it successfully. Group work can be very beneficial for different individuals because there are people who find it difficult to ask questions when they don't understand concepts, and there are those who work or learn better when they work with other people. Vygotsky is one of the philosophers that proved or discovered rather that people learn better through social interaction because a task that seems impossible to achieve alone can easily be achieved when working with other people because different ideas get to be shared and different point of views are able to be put on the table. But now you have to understand that collaborative learning and cooperative learning, there's a thin line between the two, because putting a few individuals together to work as a group does not mean that they will work successfully or achieve good results working together. Group work or collaborative learning comes with challenges. Challenges like unequal efforts from participants. You find that there are those that do not contribute equally like other members and expect to get the rewards as everyone else. Now, this video will be dealing with those kind of issues, why we need to implement cooperative learning or group learning as lecturers or instructors, and how to make students see the importance of cooperative learning and the benefits of it, how cooperative learning can be implemented successfully. Those are the three things that I'll be dealing with. Why implement cooperative learning? Our education system has long promoted this unhealthy and less inspirational way of learning, where there's competition amongst peers and these old methods of assessments being used, whereby a student or a learner is assessed from what they can be able to remember or from what they can be able to memorize or a task that they can perform at that particular time. They get rewarded for that, and those who cannot perform the task fail. The work industry or the world of employment has changed how education needs to be delivered now, because companies require people who are able to work with other people. They require team players. They require people who can be able to identify and solve problems working with other people. Another reason why cooperative learning should be implemented, it's because it promotes interpersonal development and equip individuals with good communication skills. When you interact with people, you learn how to speak well, you learn how to work well with other people, how to react from other people's views and opinions. This type of learning also promotes higher self-esteem, and learners discover and accept differences amongst peers. When you work with people, you are forced to speak or to give your views all the time. So in that way, you end up gaining self-esteem as a person. And when you work with people, you discover some people's, what can I say, weaknesses, and you discover your weaknesses as well as an individual. So you learn how to support other people and how to accept support from other people, because if there's a task that you cannot perform and there's a team member that can perform it better than you, then you allow support from them, and you also give support to those who have things that they lack in that you can do better than them. How to make students see the importance and the benefits of cooperative learning. You have to make sure that students understand that they are linked to each other. None can succeed without the other. So you need to make them see that when they help each other or work together, they don't make favors for others, or they don't what can I say? They don't work for other people, but what they achieve together. So it is important for them to give equal efforts. You must also promote peer assessment amongst group learners, because I think peer assessment promotes learning amongst each other. If I assess your work, I get to see what you know better than I do, and I get to see what you don't know so that I can be able to support you. You need to teach students to complement each other's successes for motivation and for necessary support to those who have a difficulty of understanding some concepts. When working together, if someone does well, you have to acknowledge that and compliment the person, because that gives motivation. You know, there are so many people who are in the work industry right now who are always complaining about their efforts not being noticed. So it is important in group work to give compliments where necessary. How to implement cooperative learning successfully. There's more to cooperative learning than gathering a group of students together and giving them tasks to do or problems to solve. The aim is to re-engage individuals who's been regarded as weak or not bright enough. I think I had discussed that there's more to gathering a few individuals and forming a group. There's more to cooperative learning than gathering people, let me say that rather, together and giving them a task to perform. But it is more about engaging individuals that have been regarded as weak or not as clever enough, because when they interact with other people, they get to see what they're good at, and they get to learn from their peers what they didn't know. Researchers have come up with structures and elements that will address issues that may cause shortcomings for this type of learning. For example, an equal efforts and achievements, while also developing those that will promote engagement and high achievement. So, philosophers have come up with ways of how they can tackle challenges that occur in group work, where you get members that don't perform equally as other members, which means when you are a teacher or a lecturer, you need to address such issues. You need to make sure that all the group members perform equally. So how can that be achieved? You can maybe allocate different activities for each member of the group. So if each individual has a different duty to perform, then no one can hide or shadow the other. In that way, everyone performs and everyone contributes equally. So in conclusion, I can say, I think if we work together, nothing seems too difficult or too complicated to achieve. So as teachers, lecturers, and instructors, we need to promote collaborative and cooperative learning. Please comment on this video. Please, please, please. Thank you.